This station is conducting a test of the emergency broadcasting system. This is only a test. This concludes this test of the emergency broadcast system.
Now I know what everyone's thinking. Wallace, where's your sport coat? Where's your perfectly coiffed hair? Well, let me tell you something, Imagine Wrestling. See, I've had to dig deep inside myself these past 4 weeks to think about what happened at the end of the last show. To think about how Spencer Slade and Bill Collier jumped me without any warning and left me lying on the ground, and you morons in Altoona thought it was funny to come up and take a picture next to my limp body. And then I thought about how I continue to run through competition month after month, and I don't get a heavyweight title shot. Well, guess what? The time for talking's over. The Gavel David Lawless will not be showing up to Imagine Wrestling until I have a heavyweight title shot. I'm going to start playing by my own rules because that's what Imagine continues to do month after month. Now I promise you will not see me in Altoona until I have an opportunity to take that title that's rightfully mine. When you see me again, there's going to be a new attitude because I have taken too much time being civil and not enough time being lawless. So enjoy Spencer Slade and Bill Collier 3, because that's the last time one of those stupid muscle-bound freaks is going to have the heavyweight title around their waist. I'll see you when I see you, morons.
We are live, baby. Here we are again. This is the show this Saturday night. Do not miss this show. This is going to be the best show I think you've ever seen. So we got a lot going on tonight. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. Of course, we have great interviews tonight with both the champion and the former champion, Spencer Slade. It's going to be a great show tonight. We've got a lot of things going on. We're going to hear from Chase Carr for the very first time. We're going to hear from...
well, wait a second. First things first, Cato. I do believe that we owe the Imagine Wrestling family a bit of thanks because last week's Live from the Dojo, our most successful program.
Most watched ever. Yeah, very good.
Now it's time for Chapter 7. And it's also time for you to eat some crow because last week I said catchphrase and you said nay, nay, but all week long the Imagine Wrestling family has been saying it, Cato. Des Bentley boo-boo. I'm serious. When I'm at my Zumba class dancing, getting my swell on, Des Bentley boo-boo. When I'm in line at the walk-in clinic to get my penicillin, Des Bentley boo-boo. When I'm at my proctologist's office, Dr. Joe Eccles, he's down there rooting around, I hear, Des Bentley boo-boo. You know, come to think of it, he might have said something else. But my point is, thank you from the humblest place in both of our hearts. And I say boo-boo, but sometimes I say boom-boom. And if you want to say boom-boom, check out our sponsor, Freedom Fireworks. If you want some boom-boom in your life, 814-696-BOOM, baby.
There you are, the official sponsor.
That's right. Now,
of Volume 12. Man, we're excited. I can't tell you how excited I am for the show. A lot of great things coming up tonight, even bigger things coming up Saturday. If you have not got your tickets yet, now is the time to do it at ImagineWrestling.com. Or if you're a little unsure, we don't mind. Walk right up to the gate, get your tickets right there at the door. A lot of great seats, a lot of fun to be had Saturday night. So,
wait a second, but before we get to Saturday night, I'm going to ask you to do one thing. Get that other stuff out of here.
All right.
That gibberish, that boulder dash,
Yeah, okay.
that poppycock.
Yeah.
They're here for exclusive wrestling content.
They will get
And
it
we
tonight.
got an exclusive sneak preview for the Imagine Wrestling family tonight, because in that ring tonight, the neighborhood's orchestrator of offense, the coach Lance Payne, is going to team up with the neighbor from your nightmares, the sideshow psycho Malachi Gage, to take on a journeyman wrestler in the Enigma Lucio DeVere and the seething with anger Alpha Rick Matthews tonight in that ring.
I like your energy, man. I think we had a strong discussion about the singing previously. Did we or did we not say that was enough?
And I think I told you I got great pipes. Ask my proctologist, Joe Eccles. She thinks I have a wonderful voice.
You keep saying that name, but I think that's a fan who hates the look of your face.
Yeah, well, say, you know.
The bald head.
That's belly boo boo.
Yeah,
see?
everybody hates
We
that.
make T-shirts now.
So, we got this great match coming up. What else you got on your mind tonight?
well, just to finish up on that one, the neighborhood could very well have an advantage tonight, and I'm going to tell you why. The coach, Lance Payne, well, he knows how to measure the athletic attributes of a opponent and put the neighborhood in a formation about points up on that board. And if I know Lance Payne like I think I do, he doesn't come to a match unless he has a solid game plan. Guess who's batting cleanup for him tonight? The sideshow psycho Malachi Gage. 2 weeks ago, he tasted enigmatic blood, and now he wants to feed. But there are some things that you just can't teach. Size, strength, intensity, weirdness. Can't teach that. And their opponents, Enigma and Alpha, or Team Anifa, as I like to call them, they have a lot of all four. But you know what else they got, Kato? A lot to prove tonight, and a lot on the line on Saturday for Imagine Wrestling Volume 12.
You know, it's funny you mentioned Alpha. I feel like last week when he was here, he really kind of made you look foolish and stupid.
Well, you see, here's the thing. There was a little tension between myself and Alpha Rick Matthews, I'll admit. You see, I think what happened was I misnomered him. See, I've been calling him the Alpha Male. My bad. He does not wish to be bound by gender labels. Millennials, you know? So,
Okay, I don't think he's a millennial, but okay.
I don't know, he looks like a young fella, I don't know from his age, but he initiated a challenge to me. Get yourself a dictionary. Look up some words.
Yeah.
Challenge accepted.
It seemed like you had a bit of a challenge picking that thing up off the floor.
It was quite a sizable book. Anyways,
I've heard you'd never picked up anything big in your life, so.
well, apparently you didn't know my ex-wife, eh? You know what I'm saying? That's badly boo-boo.
All right.
Anyway, in here, this book.
Yeah, tell me some words.
I looked up Rick Matthews. You know what it said?
Yeah.
Who? You know?
Why would he be in a dictionary? That doesn't make any sense.
Well, you know what's in this dictionary?
Tell me now.
Protein. Rick Matthews tried to eat this thing and he got thesaurus throat. That's belly boo-boo. But anyways, I decided to mix reading this dictionary in with some of my other pastime hobbies, and I gotta tell you, my flat screen's not the only thing that experienced some high definition, but that's not my point. You see, I'm not gonna look up the word you want me to, Rick. Yeah, I'm not gonna let you have the omega word.
Yeah, these words, you're not using them correctly. But,
Huh?
yeah.
Well, I decided to use some of my own big fancy words correctly, so I have drafted up
Great.
a formal
I can't
address of his slanderous comment,
Cool.
if I may.
Might as well. We're live. What am I going to do?
Not a whole lot.
Yeah, great glasses.
Thank you. And then my reader's got the
Yeah.
old man eyes. You
Yeah,
know
I
how
see
it
that.
goes. Retinas are shut, cones and rods worn out. Dear Mr. Alpha, or the first letter of the Greek alphabet according to Mr. Webster, I've decided to compose this oration to address the propulsion of bovine defecation that you flatulated contentiously in my direction a fortnight ago, insinuating that I was a duller with a constipated intellect. I'll have you know, Rick, I am no cognitive pygmy with no testicular assets. I will not abide this flagrant fornication of my image. And I say to you, Mr. Rick Matthews, I am a stalwart with large pendulous orbs of manhood betwixt my femurs. And any further attempt to castrate my character will result in me assailing you with the perineum punt. Good day, sir.
So I was able to read that over your shoulder. How is it that you had a dictionary with you and still misspelled so many words?
Well, you know how exhausting
You
that was?
misspelled you. Y-O-U, you spelled T-O-U. It's a completely different word.
Listen, you don't know from the Greek alphabet. See, this is what I'm saying. I've been spending time...
I wish I was lying about that. That's the God's honest truth. He misspelled you.
It never ends with the humiliation. But I won't let you get to me. I'm too excited for Volume 12.
You got it. You and me both. I'll tell you what. I am beyond excited to see this main event. A heavyweight title match between the former champion, Spencer Slade, and Bill Collier. Both these guys had comments earlier on today, and they've left them with us. So if you would, please go ahead and prepare that video. Let's go ahead and see Spencer Slade, Bill Collier, and their comments from earlier today.
Big time Bill Collier. Congratulations on the newborn daughter. I certainly hope you're enjoying that Imagine Wrestling Championship as much as that new father time. Because this Saturday, you ain't gonna have that belt anymore, because I'm gonna take it from you. In all honesty, Bill, I've got all the respect in the world for you. You are the best wrestler in the independents. But this Saturday, man, simply business. And to my Imagine Wrestling fans, this is the last time you're gonna see Bill and I in an Imagine Wrestling ring. It's gonna be the best independent wrestling match you've ever seen. And it's certainly gonna end the same way that it started, with me beating you, Bill, and walking out the new Imagine Wrestling champion. Fear the gear.
This Saturday at Imagine Volume 12. Spencer Slade, you and me, we're going to write the final chapter of this trilogy. And what I want you to do is dig deep down into that chiseled gut of yours and bring everything you got. Because I don't want any excuses of who the better man is. We're both making adjustments, and this is it. We got one more match to settle the score, and I don't plan on losing. You see, because history only remembers the winner, and I'll leave no doubt in anyone's mind that I am the absolute best at Imagine Wrestling. That's why I am the Imagine Heavyweight Champion. This Saturday, Spencer, bring it, because I'm going to. And I'm going to show you exactly what time it is.
Tell you what, man, those are two superior athletes that seem destined for greatness and are ready for this Saturday night. I think anybody that misses this match is really missing out on an opportunity to see something great. To me, whenever, we formulated this idea for Imagine Wrestling, this is what we were talking about. Superior athletes getting together to fight over a rich prize. And that prize is the absolute top of independent wrestling, the Imagine Heavyweight title. And this Saturday night, 7 o'clock, right down here at the Juniata Civic Center. You can get all your information at ImagineWrestling.com. This is going to be worth the price of admission alone. Never mind the amazing other matches that we have. For me personally, this is the match, because I'm a pure wrestling fan, this is the match I'm most looking forward to. Bill Collier, Spencer Slade. How about you? What would you say is the match you are most looking forward to Saturday night?
Well, and I got to tell you, not to take anything away from this main event, because I am extremely excited about it. I feel like now this match, this main event match, has something that maybe the other two didn't quite have, and that's a lot of emotion. There's a lot of emotion. Tensions are rising to a fever pitch. I can't wait to see what happens. You know what I'm saying? But our sleeper match, what I think is going to be a very close second, and maybe even top it, is that Enigma Lucio DeVere versus the Sideshow Psycho Malachi Gage from the neighborhood. That, to me, represents something big for independent wrestling in the Altoona.
Nobody cares about that. It's time to add some color to this boring live stream, and that color's gonna come right here. Live and vivid tie-dye. Give me that microphone. I'm Jimmy, the guru of woohoo, that tie-dye guy that flies so high in the sky. Lucio DeVere's so boring, he makes me want to cry. The only thing that I'm upset about more is that I gotta wait till Saturday to get my hands on you, pig. I'm talking about you, Thomas Mathis. You see, they call me Jimmy, the flying hippie. I eat butterflies and poop rainbows. Saturday, you'll see how that goes. Till then, I'm out.
Okay.
Woo!
Okay, great. I mean, we had a segment lined up for later, and I guess that went out the window. I don't know. I'll disagree. I'll disagree with Jimmy a little bit there. I really think that Lucio DeVere has really blossomed and been really great here at Imagine Wrestling. I'm curious to see. There's a lot of emotion, like you had mentioned, coming up between Malachi Gage and Lucio DeVere, and you. I mean,
you guys just interrupted me by he shrieked loudly in my ear and then threw Esteban or Trevor or Susan or whatever this flower's name is, hit me right in the chest. Anyways, what I was saying is this match, this Lucio DeVere versus Malachi Gage match represents something big for independent wrestling in the Altoona area. And what I mean by that is we've been amiss quality independent wrestling for so long that Imagine Wrestling dawns. And we see a new class of independent wrestler, and Malachi Gage was one of the ones that ushered this new era in. Am I right?
You are absolutely right.
But I think back to another time when independent wrestling was amiss in the Altoona area, and those are the days of KCW, if you don't mind me bringing it up, Kato.
I guess so. I don't know what that is.
And who was one of the members to usher this new era back then into Altoona independent wrestling? Well, Lucio DeVere was one of those prime players. So we got the old generation meeting the new generation, one not wanting to be forgotten, the other one desperate to be remembered. Who will come out on top? It's an interesting question.
It is an interesting question. Speaking a little more about the Thomas Mathis and Jimmy the Hippie issue, I think this is going to be something completely different. I talked about the pure wrestling that we're going to see with Spencer Slade and Bill Collier. This is going to be a fight. I mean, you talk about, I can only think of two other guys in this entire company that actually hate each other legitimately as much as what these two guys do. Thomas Mathis, he's an odd cat, dude. He is an odd cat, and when you have somebody as chill as Jimmy the Hippie, and it's just two personalities that do not mesh, and, I think it rubbed a lot of people the wrong way whenever, instead of staying there and fighting the way that he, you would expect a wrestler to do, the last two matches now, Thomas Mathis has just taken a hike. He just left.
Well, he pumped the brakes there. We don't exactly know why. Now, we do know why he doesn't like Jimmy, right? His new tagline let us know that. Don't eat tacos, train abs every day, don't eat pizza, kill all hippies. That's his catchphrase. He might, like I said, back at the hotel room, a few ladies waiting for him because you don't have six-pack for one girl. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not so sure there was ladies waiting.
They call him Mr. Steal Your Girl.
No, they don't.
Anyways.
They absolutely do not. There's some other big matches, of course, on the line that night. We have, more disruption within the neighborhood as we see Player One coming up against Big Lenny. Big Lenny had a big weekend last weekend. He got married.
He did.
I think he's looking to follow that up with a big win over one of the top up-and-comers here in Imagine Wrestling in Player One. And, I would say Player One has as much talent as anybody on this roster. The problem that I have with Player One is just the steps that he's taking to get himself into the position that he's in.
Yeah.
And that's problematic for me. In addition to that, of course, we have Coach Lance Payne, another member of the neighborhood, going one-on-one with the Alpha, Rick Matthews. These two have a long history, a lot of violence between the two of them. And I think that this could be potentially a very violent match as well.
Indeed.
Now, last, we have lots of other matches. We have a few other things we want to talk about, and I'll get to the last thing I want to talk about a little later. Kim Chi will be there. That World Traveler is always up to some kind of no good. Chris Coleman is a world beater. If you have not seen this guy, he is ginormous. He is a power lifter, and he will punch your face. So He is something to be reckoned with here at Imagine Wrestling. I'm glad to have him back in Imagine Wrestling. He did debut back in Blairsville, but he's from that bygone era as well of KCW.
Oh, yep.
And he has got so much bigger and so much stronger since then.
Yeah.
He's going to be a handful for everybody here at Imagine Wrestling. And of course, last time we had the debut of Cole Carter.
Right.
Who, man, what a good-looking athlete. I mean, big, strong dude, young guy. Man, the ladies seem to really like that guy.
I can see why, not only does he
All right.
have a great, fantastic tan, he's toned, he can throw an amazing drop kick. He is an asset to Imagine Wrestling.
Maybe the drop kick, yes. And, of course, he'll be debuting. He'll be battling the debuting Jace Carr here. And Jace Carr, earlier today, he had a few comments coming up about Cole Carter. Let's go ahead and...
All right.
You got that video ready? Let's go ahead and...
My name is Jace Carr. On September 19th, I make my Imagine Wrestling debut. But first, I'd like to tell you why I'm coming to Imagine Wrestling. Cole Carter. Cole, it's no secret that me and you have been best friends since day one, just like brothers. I taught you how to be a man. I taught you how to handle business. You see, you've always been an amazing athlete, and ever since day one of wrestling school, it was me and you at the top of the pack. But something's been happening lately. You've been getting all the spotlight. You've been getting all the glory. Well, that ends September 19th. You see, I'm coming to take you out, Cole. This is just the first battle in a war I intend to wage on you and everybody that looks like you. See you soon, Mr. Carter.
One thing we did fail to mention earlier, we saw right off the top of the show, David Lawless, he also talked earlier this week about the show. We saw that video for the first time today. And apparently he's telling us now that he's not going to show up until he gets an Imagine Heavyweight title. Problem is, he's contracted to be there. So unless he wants to lose his spot permanently, I suggest that he shows up. Now, I understand he's a lawyer and he'll find some loopholes, but my stance and the Imagine management stance is David Lawless needs to be there Saturday night.
Well, hey, look, either way you slice it, I don't care if you call it prejudice, I don't care if you call it indiscretion, I don't care if you call it unjust. David Lawless says objection. You know what I'm saying? And he's made his judgment. The jury is out, and I think he's going to execute his judgment Saturday night. I think he'll be there.
I have no idea what you're talking about. You talk like a crazy person.
It's court jargon.
All right.
You ever watch the court TV, Kato?
No, I don't. I have a job. I have all this that I've got to do all the time. Who has time to sit and watch court TV?
Well, that's probably why it took me 5 days to write 5 sentences. Too much court TV.
With incorrect spelling, by the way.
What I know.
Please spend some more time with that dictionary. Last thing I want to talk about before we get to this match. Of course, the thing I'm really sort of interested in how this thing developed. I want Imagine Wrestling to get back on track as far as being a sports-themed wrestling promotion, and that is not what we've seen with Neighbor John and Braden Elliott. Of course, 2 shows ago at Volume 10, Neighbor John had his jaw broken. Last show, we had Braden Elliott getting his arm broken. I'm done placing blame on either guy. Both guys were out of line. So this Saturday night, management and myself has made a decision that I'm going to go in. I'm going to mandate that both of them and mediate this situation. Both of them are going to apologize to the fans, to the boys in the back, and the crowd for their actions over the last 2 shows.
I like the way you think, Kato, because controversy does create cash, and you know darn well you put those 2 in the ring, and it is World War III time. Look, I don't care what your plan was for this company, sports base or not. 2 guys that hate each other just hate each other, and it seems like they're on a collision course to absolutely destroy each other.
I get it, man. They hate each other. One guy broke one guy's jaw. One guy broke the other guy's arm. They hate each other, and that's fine. They can go in and they can have a match when they're both cleared to wrestle. But right now, this level of violence is not acceptable in this brand. So let's move forward. Let's go ahead and this is what we're talking about here. This is the match for tonight.
All right, here we
so
go.
If you are ready, Mr. Director over there, let's go ahead and do the first introduction. First, from the neighborhood. He is one half of the Imagine Tag Team Champions. He is Lucio DeVere. His partner, also from the neighborhood, he is the coach, Lance Payne. Their opponents, first, I imagine he's direct from the gym. Look at the size of this guy.
Yeah,
He
he's
gets
a
little
big
bigger
fella.
every time I see him. He is the Alpha, Rick Matthews.
Look at that.
His partner, you know he's from the other side of your mind.
You don't want to travel there, Kato.
He is the Enigma, Lucio DeVere. Referee, Ron, are you ready? Let's go ahead and get things under control. Let's have a wrestling match.
Malachi Gage already cackling with excitement. He's ready to tear in to the journeyman, the Enigma, Lucio DeVere.
I don't know if you noticed here tonight, the neighborhood has brought along Jake Wiley, while Alpha and Enigma have brought Braden Elliott, which I'm not sure what the purpose of that is. So here they go. Into the lockup.
Hey, you know, I almost didn't see the professional Braden Elliott over there with his little peanut head. You know, someone told him to shoot for the stars, so he jumped me this weekend.
All right. Malachi Gage is crazy. I'm not sure what he's thinking here, trying to match power with the Alpha.
No, and I don't think it's a good idea. And there it just shows you why, Kato.
This guy is all strength.
Yep.
Sidewalk slam.
What impact! You know, that might have an effect on Saturday.
Absolutely. Just 3 days out right now. Like I
these
said,
guys
man,
going
get your tickets. This show is so close now.
What's that red stuff on Lucio DeVere's face? You know what that red stuff is? That's the blood of slow children, Kato.
All right, that not necessary. I'm not on board with that.
Oh,
I'm not on board with that.
yeah. You know, the horror movie deal. Look at those
Couple of
chops.
hard chops, man.
And they're not pork chops either. Oh! There's Team Anifa for you.
What an awful name.
Here
All right,
comes the
brings in the
orchestrator of
coach.
offense. If he can make the tag, for crying out loud, he's so disheveled.
I can't blame him. This is ridiculous.
There we go. Oh. Another chop.
Oh, he got him with that one, all of it.
Back help.
Got him right in the.
Look at the impact on that.
Got him right under the chin.
See, this is, you know.
They have got the neighborhood in all sorts of trouble right out the gate here.
What good is a coach without his team? You know what I'm saying?
I hear you. I hear you.
What do you think Lucio knows about being on a team? The only time he ever said, "Put me in, coach," was when he was at the airport.
Gee whiz.
See? Well, Jake Wiley's
Got him
right
up
there.
high.
Oh!
Blind tag. That's what they call a blind tag.
And I don't know if
think
you
it was
saw
that
this.
of-
It looked like the boot went right to the eye of
Oh,
the
right
Enigma.
on the back of the head. Lucio DeVere is in trouble. Well, he might have wanted to go for a pin there.
He just go. Oh,
he got him with
Look
that.
at the intensity. This is what I'm talking about.
He got him right in the temple with that shot.
Oh, I can't wait. Look at this.
There's a knee right square in the back.
You know, Malachi Gage did his early wrestling training at the Sideshow. You know how that was?
Tell me.
Intense.
Oh, man.
Huh? That's Bentley Boo Boo.
Gee whiz. I'll tell you what, though, doing a good job of cutting the ring in half.
Yep. And there is that game plan.
Lucio DeVere is in trouble, and he's in deep trouble early.
Coach Lance Payne driving that shoulder right into the small of the back. And for an elder statesman like Lucio, he doesn't have much back left with as many bumps as he's taken over the years.
Oh, did you get a load of that European uppercut to the back?
Unbelievable.
Lucio's in trouble. He's in real trouble. 1, 2.
Malachi Gage has one of the finest European uppercuts I've ever seen.
Just got to wonder how this is going to affect Saturday night for Lucio DeVere.
I can imagine they're all going to be a a little sore, Kato. But
I would think.
Hey, they're all about that life, man.
They are cutting off the ring like a well-oiled machine.
Yep.
The neighborhood knows what they're doing. I'll give them all the credit in the world.
Yep.
In the ring, they can get it done.
That's why the coach Lance Payne is the orchestrator of the neighborhood's offense. Here it is. Oh.
Smart wrestling, too. Going for a pin, trying to win the match. I got to say, I like it. I like what they're doing. I don't always like their tactics, but, man, they can get it done.
Well,
Wow.
They certainly are executing quite well right now, I can tell you that.
Did you see that intensity? Off the charts. The charts.
Coach Lance Payne looks like he has an axe to grind, and he's taking it out on Lucio DeVere right now.
Oh, right between the eyes.
Did you hear that smack of flesh?
Right between the eyes.
Unbelievable.
Referee may want to check on Lucio DeVere here.
Malachi Gage got some stiff punches. He's got a fine European uppercut.
There we go. Tosses him off.
Working over the back. Oh, backbreaker.
That could be it.
Here's getting to know you. Oh,
Wow.
So close.
Wow. A lot of heart in Lucio DeVere tonight.
Yep. Stretching him out now. That's that move that I said was similar to the gallows, stretching him out. It's hard to suck in wind when your arms are splayed out like that.
Alpha and Braden Elliott trying to rally the non-existent crowd. Very bizarre.
Yeah, very strange fella. Hey, listen, he's a little. He looks like Doug Funny on steroids. That Braden Elliott.
All right, I don't know who that is, but okay.
It's a Nickelodeon program.
I'll take your word for it.
You know, Malachi Gage just used that mohawk to yank Lucio DeVere down to the canvas. I say if you're going to do your hair like that, expect that.
Oh, sunset flip. This might be it. 2. Oh, just in the nick of time.
Seasoning of
That was
experience.
long. That was long.
Oh, there's a forearm for you.
That was a long 2 count.
Look at him cutting the ring off again. Excellent. See, this is what I'm talking. This is why the neighborhood has the advantage in every match that they're in on Saturday night, Kato, because they can do this. Work together to accomplish a common goal.
The neighborhood is looking impressive. There's no doubt about it.
And they are working over the lower and upper back of Lucio DeVere.
I think they're smart enough to know that if Alpha gets in the ring, they're in trouble. That's why they've cut off the ring, kept Lucio on their side. This does not look good for the team of Alpha and Lucio DeVere.
They really have isolated the Alpha on one side of the ring. He hasn't even been a factor yet, Kato. Am I wrong?
He has not. No, he has not been. He got a little bit of offense early on. After that, it's been nothing.
Right? Oh! Lucio managed to fight
Couple
up
elbows.
from underneath here.
Not a lot on those
Hits the
elbows,
ropes.
though.
Oh!
Whoa! That could be it right now.
What a stiff
That could be
clothesline.
it.
And I said Malachi Gage knows a lot about European uppercuts.
Was that 2 or 3?
It looked like 2 to me.
Okay, boy, that was close.
It was very
That was real close. I think Lucio's in trouble. If he don't get this tag soon, this match is going to be over.
Yep. Nice.
Smart tag team wrestling.
Some,
Look at
some
man, you
school
got to give it to
wrestling,
him.
A front face chancer and a knee right to the ribs. Nothing fancy about that. And see, that's why a guy like Lance Payne has Malachi Gage, because he brings the viciousness.
Look at this maniac. How would you like to be in the ring with a maniac like this?
I wouldn't want to be in the ring with either one of those maniacs. They're both crazy. That's why I want to see them tear each other apart. Oh!
Ducks the line.
Oh!
Wow!
Double down. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Damn near broke the ring, man. Holy cow.
That impact I felt underneath my chair, Kato.
This might be the opening Lucio's been looking for.
Well, he better scramble and make a tag, but I think Malachi's closer. I think he'll be able to get to Lance before.
What's going to
Enigma
happen
makes
here?
the tag. Here
Is
comes
this the
Coach.
tag?
Oh
no!
Vic Matthews in. Elbow.
Back elbow.
Another one for ya. Oh, look at the intensity. Look at the power.
Look at that tree trunk taking these guys down.
And he has Lance up and down. And Malachi up and down.
Good grief, this is a nightmare.
He is on fire, Kato. Big
Big
splash in
splash.
the corner. There's another one for you. And he has total control of the
He has
neighborhood.
him rocking and rolling.
Oh, one guy just took over the neighborhood.
He looks
Here
like he's
comes-
setting up for the spear.
Here it comes. Wait,
Hey, what's
what?
going on?
Hey,
Come
wait.
on!
Oh, that's
Again!
the ace. That's the ace, Oscar
Again with
Maverick.
this nonsense.
Oh, McMatthews is still up. Here comes player one. Oh, the power
Caught him.
glove.
He caught him.
No, Braden, you're not clear. Don't do it, Braden. Don't do it. It's
Somebody's
not
got
worth
to
it.
do something here. Somebody's got to do something.
It's a standoff, Kato. I think we're all right. You better get in there. Somebody better get in there. It's a stand-up. And
This
things
is
are
a
gonna get
problem,
crazy.
man. This is a
Oh
problem.
no! Oh no! Malachi Gates with the mallet.
Come on, keep ringing that bell.
Oh, no,
Keep ringing
Brady.
that bell. Somebody's got to do something.
The professional Braden Elliott is out. He is out, Kato. Somebody better do something.
Why is neighbor John here?
And the
Why
chair-
is neighbor
oh, no.
John? What is happening right
gonna-
now?
no.
This is ridiculous.
He's gonna. Braden Elliott is out there.
But today, I'm picking out new furniture.
Come on, something's got to. Don't do this.
We need
Come
no
on,
help.
somebody do something.
No, he's gonna.
Somebody do
He's gonna
something.
snap it again.
Hey, they're back in it.
Lucio. There's the high flying hippie.
Oh my God!
it's
Look
just
at
a
this
melee.
chaos!
Oh,
Look at this chaos!
you gotta
Oh
be
my
there
God.
Saturday. Volume 12
We
is
don't
gonna
want to
get
miss
crazy.
this Saturday night.